Greetings, this is July 11th, 2:30 a.m. and I just want to do an update on the fire which is now called the Embleton Fire, or the Embleton Mountain Fire. That's on the Heffley-Lewis Creek Road on the way to Sun Peaks. This is north of Kamloops. There has been some expansion in the infrared in an east and west direction and to the south. We'll zoom in, and just a reminder, these squares are from the MODIS system. It updates about 2 a.m. and they do not indicate that there is a large square of fire there. They're only indicating that within a 750 meter square area they detected heat, and the heat which they detected in the form of kilowatts is a point within that square. The VIIRS system, when it updates, it will have smaller 375 meter squares which will give a finer detail as to where the location may be occurring. Also be aware that the detection of heat can be off 750 meters and it can be obscured by smoke and clouds, so we may not be seeing the precise location of where that heat was detected, but it gives us a general idea and a general range of where the fire is occurring and where it may be moving to. So in the center of the screen we're looking at the community of Whitecroft. Then to the east, moving to the right hand side of the screen, we see detections on both sides of the road, and we see some further north on the east side of the valley. On the west side of the valley it appears to be moving up the mountain, and it's moved to the west. Now there is some diagonal signatures there. There can be controlled ignitions going on, preventative measures by wildfire crews in order to slow the spread and burn up some fuel. But we are definitely seeing some increase in the size of the overall fire perimeter. This is an image from earlier today. We're seeing one VIIRS system on Embleton Mountain, and it's grown significantly in both an east and a west direction. It's also moved south towards the roadway, primarily on the eastern side of Whitecroft. So if we take a look at the wind right now, it's moving very slowly. It's coming from the west and rolling up the other hillside on the east towards Sun Peaks at about 3 kilometers an hour. If we look at the wind forecast, it's prevalent from the west. It varies a little bit, comes from the southwest or the northwest, mostly around 9, 10, 11 kilometers an hour, but in the mid-afternoon it can get gusty up to 40 kilometers an hour, even a little above. And if we look ahead to Wednesday, it's showing some red there, gusts at 50 kilometers an hour. There is a positive. The winds appear favorable in the early hours in the morning when it's cooler, and hopefully that gives wildfire crews the advantage. We're just going to take a quick look at the area around Sparks Lake Fire. This is Red Lake. It's at the center of the screen, and there's fewer new MODIS infrared showing than there were in the last 12 hours. So that's a good sign. Wildfire crews are working in the area. There have been word of some controlled burns there, and we can see a pattern on the area towards Deadman Vedette Road, and then over to Red Lake. There's only 2 new spots there. One detection is quite a distance from the western shore of Red Lake, looks to be almost 2 kilometers, and one is to the northeast, about 2 kilometers in that direction. A quick jump eastwards, we're looking at Adams Lake. This is the north end. There's 2 spots there above Momich Park, and they're above Little Momich Lake. It seems to have moved eastwards a bit, and there's another spot that's shown up northeast of Adams Lake up on the hillside. A bit of good news in the early hours. I'm seeing no new MODIS infrared around Canham Lake or Deca Lake or in the Interlakes area. Overall, most of the new infrared is in the central northern part of the province, up around Chaco. We'll get some confirmation when the other satellite systems come on, and find out if there's any spread or growth eastward with the wind patterns prevalent in that area. So we're just moving over to the BC Wildfire map. This is zoomed into the area around Kamloops. Just above center of the screen there is the Embleton Mountain Fire. This is the one that runs along Lewis Creek Road on the way to Sun Peaks. It's encroaching upon Whitecroft, so it's currently rated as out of control, and it's over 100 hectares, so it's something to watch for. Depending on wind conditions, be aware of your access routes, and stay in contact with friends and family and relatives and let them know where you are and what you're up to. Please be safe, keep your nose to the breeze, and thank you very much for watching.